Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? I hope everyone had a great night. I did. I slept like a baby, literally. I literally went to sleep sitting in my recliner eating supper, and my husband took my plate and put it up, covered me up really good, and just left me alone.
I literally went to sleep
Oops,
sitting
sorry.
in.
I don't know if we'll have anybody join us. Yay, we got some people join us. Thank you so much for being here. Hey Mo, Mo, I feel great. I feel great. Just a little sore throat. I mean, I'm still fighting off whatever's going on virally, but mentally, I'm good. I'm good. I just thought I would jump on for a few minutes and talk to everybody. This channel is not going to turn into a drama channel. I refuse for it to turn into a drama channel. This channel is a safe place for people to come to discuss things that are going on, like the Gabby case, where triggers might be and warnings might need to be explained, and people be comforted when they hear the things that Gabby went through. I want that for this channel. I really do. Um, I refuse to go tit for tat with any other channel. I'm not going to do that. If that's what they choose to do on their channel, more power to them. It won't get them anywhere. Did I did I go into TT's chat? I most certainly did go into TT's chat. Hey Renee, thank you so much for being here. That means a lot to me. Yes, I did go into TT's chat. I went to TT's chat because I wanted to see for myself what was going on with Kim and Crafton because I hadn't saw them around in a while. Sure, I had saw screenshots, but I'm the type of person I need to see it for myself. So I went in support of a friend. I was asked a question. And instant reflex, I answered there was a question asked about my name. And instant reflex, I answered the question. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have. It all depends on how you look at it. Am I jealous of Natasha and Lynn? That's the most absolute absurd thing I've ever heard of in my life. I never said that. TT said that. Good morning, Joe. TT said that, not me. I am not jealous of anyone. God has given me exactly what I need and a lot more than I deserve. I lost 50 subs over someone else's temper tantrum. There, I said it. 50 subs. 50. But you know what? God's going to bless me with 100 more. I refuse to sit up another night and day crying and upset over something where hey Sharon, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I refuse um, to let another creator, another channel, tell me where I can and cannot go. Sure, I know that TT and them were supposedly making fun of or were making fun of my disability. I know that. But I went into their chat, heard what Kim and Crafton had to say, defended myself because Oh no, extra. You email me all you want to, girl. It is fine. It is fine. But I went into TT's chat and I went on panel because someone came into TT's chat and said that a certain person on the other creators panel was discussing that I was in TT's chat begging for subs. Go listen to TT's chat. I watch what I said. I never one time asked for a sub. In fact, I said I was not there to even bash the other creator. She was my friend. I was there to support my other friends. If I'm wrong for that, I'm wrong for it. But this channel will not turn into a drama channel. No, I'm not as experienced as any of the other creators who have covered this case. But I did my best along with the people around me. I did my absolute best from day one. I didn't wait 3 days after she was missing. I started the day she was missing. I can show you the spreadsheet I started of when they moved to New York, when they started dating, when they got engaged, when they left for the trip. I started day one covering this. And for someone to minimize, oh, the little channel's coverage, come on. Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody does. You don't wake up one morning knowing how to do this. Hey, Mr. Mark, you do not wake up one morning knowing how to cover a true crime case. And I'm very proud of myself for the way that I've covered this. I've had a lot of people come to me and tell me that they're proud of it. I've received emails that told me how that they were proud of how gentle I was in covering this case because it was trigger warnings for them and I gave them time to adjust before I showed things. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. Yes, the smaller channels are usually the happiest channels. And I want that for this channel. I really do. As my grandmother used to say, don't ever fly higher than your guardian angel wings can carry you. Hi, Samantha. Good morning. Don't ever try it. Renee, I see that now, but Renee, I went back and apologized. I went back and apologized multiple times. Not just on that chat, multiple times in private. And I refuse to beg anyone to forgive me. I refuse to, especially someone on YouTube. Someone can forgive someone that threatened to kill them and their children's lives, but you can't offer the same acceptance and forgiveness to someone who's been your friend, who hasn't talked smack about you. I'm sorry, guys. Mark, no. She said on the channel the other night that she did. I've emailed her. I've sent her private messages. Everything. She's ignored them. A friend reached out to her. She responded to the friend. Hey, Aunt Lala, I can see you. She responded to the friend, but she won't talk to me. And I'm just putting it out there. She will not talk to me. extra. I'm going to email you, and we will get together on some things. Okay. It just give me. It may even take me today to get my bearings together. And Renee, that may be the case, but does she care that her friend sat up for over 24 hours with only 30 minutes sleep in tears over this? Where all it would have took was a simple comment to say, we will talk about it later and things, we will try to work through this. I mean, a simple that would have sufficed. But no, from 7 o'clock Monday morning until last night at 6 o'clock, when I was sitting in my recliner eating supper and I fell asleep, I had only had 30 minutes sleep. Hi Trixie, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. I don't like drama, Mark. I really don't. But the other two creators that went into that channel have been my friends. And I wanted to just support them. It was a one-time thing. I went in, supported my friends. When they left, I left. Or when they were finished, I left. That was it. I can't stand the tension. I really cannot. I'm not going to go into details, but I had to make phone calls yesterday and I can't stand the tension. I really can't, and I'm not going to. I don't have to. I'm the same me that I was last week, the week before last, the week before that. The 50 people that left over this, that unsubscribed to me over this without even hearing my side, the 50 people that unsubscribed to me over this didn't even want to hear my side. That's not friendship. I was not the one that said anything about Aunt Lala. Yeah, yes, you did. Hi, Christine. I was not the one that said anything about Natasha and Lynn covering that case. Truth Teller said that, not me. I have a friend who went back and listened and recorded it. I was not the one that said it. I was in that channel for a total of 16 minutes. 16. 16 minutes. And it's caused all of this 16 minutes. Tracy Osborne, if you if you don't mind, please just hold those things. I can't go through another day today. like yesterday. I'm not going to cry, okay? I just can't go through another day like yesterday. Thank you, Mark, for doing that. And I would not have went on panel had someone not came in there and said that Voices was saying I was over there begging for subs. Unlike her, I'm not a panel whore, which is what she calls herself. I'm not. I'm sorry if some people think that I should not even be talking about this right now. Hey, Res Rose, but there are people wanting to know why I didn't go live yesterday, emailing me, messaging me, texting me, wanting to know if I'm okay. This is the only way I know to do a blanket and say I'm okay. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon, what you just said is basically the same thing. That I said when I went into Truth Teller's channel. A friend went back and watched the entire thing and screen grabbed or screenshotted what I said. I typed out, I am not here to bash Natasha. I will not say anything bad about Natasha. Okay, wait a minute, Aunt Lala, if you don't mind, would you verify, please, if that's not what I said? Mo Jangles, look at exactly what Mo said. Watch the whole 16 minutes I was in the channel. 8 of them was on panel. I was there for to take up for Natasha and to be there for my friends. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. I never spoke illy of Natasha. In fact, any chat that I have ever been in, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. Any chat that I have ever been in that spoke negatively of Natasha, I took up for her with all of my heart. Louis, usually I don't go in her channel either. I don't. But my friends were in there and I was there to support them. I was told that I had stabbed someone in the back. I was told that people always knew that I was two-faced. I understood that we were always encouraged to do our own research and find out things for ourselves. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. So I wanted to know what the deal was with Kim and Crafton, so I went. Y'all, we are not in fifth grade trying to decide what lunch table to sit at. Y'all, please don't fight, okay? I've had all the fighting I can handle this week. Please don't. We are not in fifth grade. I didn't mean anything by it, Mark. I didn't. I only okay, let me tell you. Some chick from MRB came up on panel when I went up on Natasha's panel. Every time I tried to speak, this chick told me to shut up. 6 times that woman told me to shut up. Even when I tried to tell her that you don't talk to me like that, she told me to shut up again, and another person on the panel told me to shut up. So I left. And I knew that Kim and Crafton were going into TT's channel, and I wanted to see what the deal was with them. I wanted to see for my own eyes and my own ears. Sunshine Madness, may I explain why I said I appreciated Kim and Crafton? I'll explain that. I have emailed, and I don't care to show the emails. I have emailed Crafton several times about equipment that I have ordered that for my live streaming. A, a sound converter, like you plug in your microphones and things like that. I have ordered I have ordered a microphone, and Crafton, I sent him pictures and information on what I was going to order because he's into music. He's into those things. And also a computer. I'm ordering myself a new computer, a new laptop. I know nothing about those things. My family doesn't know anything about those things. So I asked a friend who does, my friend Crafton. I asked him about those things. So if that was wrong of me to thank him publicly and tell him that I appreciated him, because I almost ordered something that was crap. And Crafton told me, no, don't order that. That's crap. Thank you, Maxine. Thank you so much. So if that's wrong of me to thank Crafton publicly, then that's wrong. But whoever thinks that that's wrong, that's your problem, not mine. When people do nice things for me, I thank them for it. Crafton saved me money and kept me from ordering a piece of equipment that was crap. My microphone that Crafton told me to order, I ordered it, and it should be here today. Sharon, I don't understand what all happened. Oh, I know, Sunshine. I just wanted to tell you why I did that. Hi, Jax. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. That's the reason. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. That's the reason in that chat I said, Crafton, thank you. I appreciate you. Because Crafton kept me from ordering equipment that was crap. We are a one income household. Hey, Jax, I appreciate you so much. We are a one income household. My husband told me that, he was fine with me ordering equipment, but he wanted me to make sure that it was good equipment. So I asked Crafton's opinion. And if that was wrong of me to thank Crafton for giving me his opinion on equipment, then that's your issue. That's not my issue. But I'm telling you, I'm here to stay for my channel, our channel that we have grew. We may be small in numbers, but we're big in heart. And people keep making comments about, well, she only has 400 something subscribers now. Well, congratulations. I saw the comments where y'all were laughing about unsubscribing to me and I lost over 50 subs. Friends don't do that to each other. Yes, Res Rose, you have been here from the beginning. Friends do not do that to each other. They listen to, if you have an issue, they listen to both sides, like Jax was doing the other night on panel. Jax asked questions. Jax said, how explained one side and then explained the other side. Yes, yes, Sharon, over 50 subs left. I lost over 50 subs. But it's like someone told me yesterday, when those 50 left, I'll gain 100 back eventually. Good morning, Christy. How are you? And people can say ugly things at me for making this video if they want to. I have to express myself. I don't take this mess to my family. My family doesn't deserve to hear this mess. My family deserves the very best in the world. Oh, Heather, I'm okay. I promise you I'm okay. And I appreciate you, Heather. I really do. But I won't bring this on to my family. I refuse to. When my husband walks in the door from work, Sunshine, I have prayed about it. I promise you that. I have prayed about it. Sunshine, my husband is a youth minister. My father-in-law is a pastor. Pastor. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I have prayed about this. I prayed about this all day yesterday, all night last night, all night the night before last when I couldn't sleep. And I decided this morning that I was just going to talk about it. Yeah, I know that there are just clout chasers that follow people around. I realize that. But I wanted to tell everybody I really appreciate each and every sub that I do have. I do. I appreciate each and every one of you. No, I'm not the best true crime cover that there is. Extra, you're about to piss me off now. Pardon my language, but if you start talking my real info, I promise you it will not end well for you. I promise you that. Let me hear you say my real name. I promise you it will not end well for you. Very, very, very few people know my real name. I don't go for doxing anyone Go there and you will regret it. That's the only thing I have asked about this is keep my real name out of this. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. Rose, extra, if you didn't mean it like that, then I apologize. But please, I do not want my real name mentioned. I don't. I don't even want my first name mentioned. Jax, that's exactly right. But I can't get her to talk to me. I can't. Lewis, I see that. I understand now, extra. I understand. I'm sorry. I'm very edgy right now. I would love to sit down and have a one-on-one conversation, but it's hard to when you can't get someone to talk to you. It's very hard to when you can't get someone. No, extra. I don't want any portion of my name discussed, please. I won't throw anyone out yet. I'm just reading. Jax, I understand that. I understand that. But wait a minute, guys. I got to use my spray. Guys, I was tested for COVID and my results haven't came back yet. And I have a very bad sore throat. So if my voice goes, that's what it is. Thank you, Kathy. I'll be okay. I promise. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Jax. I really do appreciate that. I hope it does come around. I would talk to Natasha right now. I do not I still haven't. Have you heard me say one bad thing about Natasha? Aunt Lala, with all due respect, please don't fight. Not y'all just please don't. There's enough fighting and hating this world as it is. Please don't do that. Please. Y'all give me just a second, okay? Jax, thank you so much. Okay, guys, just so that you know, um, Aunt Lala had to make a sudden departure. Um, I asked for it to be handled. I'm not going to argue about. I'm not going. This is not turning into a hate thing. It's not. Yeah, Heather, please don't leave my channel. This is the one and only time that anything like this will be discussed in my channel. I promise you that this will not be a drama channel. This is not a drama channel. Jax, do you have my email? I love you too, Renee. I love all of you. And that's what hurts so much. When you love your friends, how do you decide which one to support and which one not to? I mean, I'm serious, guys. And I know I'm going to be made fun of for crying. And I don't care. Make fun of me. There was comments yesterday on some of my previous lives, and then the live people made comments on Natasha's page about me crying. Oh, I understand what you mean, Heather. I understand about my crying, but make fun of me if you want to. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Right, Jax, it's my case discussion at gmail.com. I was trying to figure out yesterday how to email you and I couldn't find your information. And guys, I do pray this is temporary. I don't like all of this. I really don't. Marcus, I appreciate that, but it's it'll be okay. It's just, when you're sleep deprived, when you're exhausted, and you're also sick. I still don't have my COVID results back. 3 people in my church tested positive for COVID. And there's a very high possibility that I do have COVID. I have a very sore throat. I feel like I have the flu. I have GI issues. I've been running a fever. My voice comes and goes. My throat is swollen. When I went to the doctor on Monday, I was tested for the flu, strep, and COVID. Flu and strep were negative. The initial COVID was, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. Hi, Tia. The initial COVID was negative, but okay, Jax, I appreciate that. Um, she doesn't trust the rapid, so she sent it off. But she told me to treat myself as if I have COVID until we prove that it's not. So, usually if anything bothers me like this, I can get in my car and go for a ride. You know what I mean? And get it off my mind. But I'm stuck at home. I needed a deposit took to the bank yesterday and I couldn't even go do that. I literally had to wait on my husband get home from work after working 10 hours to take a deposit to the bank for me. Normally I would do my uh deposits virtually scan them in, but it was cash and so he had to take it. Jackson, I will rest. Yesterday, I didn't get online very much on YouTube. That is, I watched a couple of videos trying to keep up with the updates on Gabby's case, but I did text and talk on the phone with some friends. But just some of the things that are being said about me by people that know better, that hurts. You know what I mean? That really hurts. People that know better, people that, I mean, it's, yes, Mo, I have to admit, Mo has been telling me the exact same thing, Jax. Mo and I have been talking on the phone and messaging each other back and forth. She's been telling me the exact same thing. Lufa, oh, Lufa, there you are. I've been praying for you, Lufa. You've got this too, Lufa. I've been praying for you. Christine, oh, you're welcome, Lufa. Christine, our church actually has someone. We have a professional company come in at least twice a week and sanitize our church. Our offering plate is on a table in the foyer, so that you walk by, drop your offering in. Um, yes, Lufa, we miss you in chat. We definitely miss you. We have an AM FM transmit radio so that if you want to sit out in your car and listen, you can. My husband is the youth minister, though. I can't always sit out in the car. So, yeah. That one I had no choice but to take a chance on being exposed. Thank you, Mark. Mark, if you want to also email me so I'll have your information, I would appreciate that. It's mycasediscussion@gmail.com. So I'll know how to get in touch with you. That's the only thing I don't like about this about YouTube is there's no way to private message someone when you're wanting to get in touch with them. Yes, Heather, that is the worst part. And what made me think that I possibly had COVID is Saturday. My husband went to a youth training, and I was sick already and didn't feel like going. And they had Chick-fil-A box sandwiches, in boxes for box lunch, and they sent one home with him for me uh, because he told them I was sick. And I love Chick-fil-A, and I took one bite of it and I couldn't taste it. And I thought, oh no. But I still have my smell. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that very much. I couldn't smell. And yeah, it got me worried. And then Sunday, the horrible leg pains, leg cramps, just not feeling well. At one point, I had literally told my husband that if the house was on fire and I had to get out, I didn't know that I had the energy to get out. Yes, KN, you're exactly right. Brian Landry is not missing. He is running. He is running. I don't remember extra. I don't. I'll be honest with you. These last 48 hours, 24 to 36 hours have been a blur to me. Yes, unbearable body aches. I'll be honest with you. Monday after I got home, yes, and I've been so tired. Monday after I got home, I have to keep hydrocodone on hand at all times. I don't have to take it every day. I had 3 back surgeries, and also I have the stroke I had causes me to have migraines. So I have to keep medications at home. Oh, okay, extra. Thank you so much. I have to keep those meds at home just in case. Well, Monday afternoon, after I got home from the doctor's office, I had to take a half of one because I had taken Motrin and Tylenol and a leave, and I was still aching very bad. Guys, I had three thick Sunday and Monday. I had three thick. I have to get to work, everyone. Case, take care of yourself and rest. Hang in there. Thank you so much, Res Rose. Thank you so much. Um, I had three thick blankets on me and my heating pad, and I was still cold and had the chills. Wait a minute, Lufa says, has anyone besides Brian's parents seen him back in Florida, or are we just going by his parents' word? Ugh. Lufa, I have seen other people say that. I don't know that anyone can. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Honestly, it does. Yes, Gabby's case is what's important. Friendships are important too, and your friendship means a lot to me. And I do love you, Natasha. I know people say that you can't have friends like that online, but you can. KN, that was actually that spotting in Alabama has not been verified. The police cannot verify that. Guys, give me just a moment, okay? Give me just a moment. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just needed a moment. Yeah, it's going to be okay. I've been in the bushes, but Case, a lot of these subs keep the pot stirring. I know that, Sunshine. I know that. No, the Alabama confirmings were never verified. And the trail cam pics that were 70 miles from his home, they say they were not him. Okay, thank you so much, Mark. I think I did miss your comment, but in the chat, I'm sorry if I did. But yes, I will. I'll email you back. Y'all, I want to address that what Lana said last night. That was disgusting. That the She insinuated that she had contacted Brian and Gabby's families about Natasha and YouTube creators trying to get this story out. That is disgusting. And Lana, if you did that, there's a special place for you. Yes, that's my Heather, that is my Facebook page is called Case Discussion. Mark, I am too. I am too. I'm very happy. I wanted to all remain together. Justice for Gabby, Natasha. Exactly right. Justice for Gabby. Natasha, just so that you know, I never said that I was jealous of you and Lynn. I want you to know that. Truth Teller said that, and I didn't realize she even said that until it went back and was re-listened to. Hey, Rita. I never said that, Natasha, and I never would say that. That's not my nature. I'm not like that. Hey, Laura. Hey, Miss Beautiful Mess. Thank you, Lufa. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I enjoy my friendship with Natasha. We may be texting at 3 a.m. We may be texting at 3 p.m. We may be just sending each other jokes. I enjoy my friendship with Natasha. I'll tell you this. I blocked that channel. Hey, Siren. Michelle, you may be exactly right. Sunshine, yes, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. There was something. The reason that I tagged, yes, Natasha is a classy lady, nice lady. She is. I wanted to read y'all something. Um, there's been multiple reports that Brian Landry is in police custody. He is not. Thank you, Lufa. I appreciate that. Michelle, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of that. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to wrap my mind around all of that. Tia, I mean, I did. I'm not going there. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done with fighting. I'm done with drama. I just want to have friends, and I want to do my channel, grow my channel, learn. I know that I'm new. I know that I'm inexperienced, but everyone starts somewhere. And that's all that I could do is all that I can do is learn. That's all that I can do is learn. That's it. I want to learn. Siren, have a good day at work. Thank you for your messages as well. Um, but there have been multiple rumors that Brian is in custody. And this morning, 5 minutes ago, it was verified by law enforcement agencies. According to WFLA.com, he is not in custody. They are still looking for Brian Laundrie. And guys, at this point, he could be anywhere. Anywhere. Now, saying all of that, any of you that investigate true crimes, if y'all have any ideas of channels or anybody that I can watch to learn how to get better at this, I'm all for that. Tia, he had an extremely big head start. Extremely big head start. How do you come home on Tuesday and find a note that has been rumored, no confirmation that I have found yet? You're exactly right, Natasha. Exactly. I don't think he's ignorant enough to stay in Florida. That's just my opinion. Natasha, what do you think? I don't think he's in Florida. Parents came home on Tuesday, found the note. They went and picked his car up. How did they know where to go pick his car up at? That's another question. They don't report him missing to Friday because supposedly they're concerned about his mental health. Hello, I have a 21-year-old and a 24-year-old sons. If either one of them did that, I would report them missing that day. You don't wait 3 to 4 days to call in something like that. You don't do it. Don't do it. And so that he had a very, very, very large head start. And Siren, I've wondered that too, if his parents took the car there. Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much. I have been trying. You think he is in Florida, Natasha? I go back and forth with it because seems to be very close to his family. So he's not going to go far away from mom and dad where he won't have access to money. Because if he goes far away from mom and dad can't go to the ATM, get him cash, and get it to him. If he goes far away from mom and dad and he has to use an ATM card to get cash, that's traceable. So, yes, I go back and forth with it. Extra, you're funny. Mo, and I'm gonna tell our other mods, anyone that comes in here trying to cause drama, I don't want drama in this channel. You can give them one warning. After that, they can go. If Mo, if it's anybody that you question about, message me, okay? And I'll tell you how I feel about it. Michelle. Yeah. His parents, I feel sorry for his parents in some ways because, and I don't like comparing this. Hey, Tara, I don't like comparing this case to the Watts case, but I will say this. I feel sorry for his parents because they were put into a situation they did not ask to be put into by their son, the same way that Ronnie and Cindy Watts were. And that's all I'm going to say. They were put into an impossible situation. Hey, hippie sissy. Nothing wrong with oversleeping. Nothing wrong with it at all. My son works, y'all, Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday. I woke up this morning, couldn't remember what day it was, and thought he had overslept for work. I was about to wake him up. He's 21. Can you imagine what a 21-year old would have thought if I woke him up at 6 a.m. to tell him to get ready for work on a day he didn't even have to work? He would have been highly upset at me, that's for sure. And speaking of which, I bet, never mind. I already said it for tomorrow. He's got to work overtime tomorrow, so as a parent, you always hope your children will do the right thing. I don't even know that I would do it if I were put in their shoes. Help you. I would like to think if I were in their shoes that I would take my son to we call it sheriff's department here. I don't know what it's called other places, but I would like to think that I would take my son to the sheriff's department and say, tell them what you know. And there's so much more that we're going to hear. Yes, Mark, I think that there's a lot more that we're going to hear. Hey, Lonnie, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, Bama fan. Bama, it's okay already, okay? Just know that. That's all I want to say about it, but it's okay. Um, Extra, I'm going to ask you nicely not to talk about Kim Kaufman in my channel like that, okay? Yes, that is upsetting that that they helped move Gabby's things out. I do not know that, Heather. Natasha, are you still here? Okay, thank you, Natasha. That pregnancy rumor is unconfirmed. Yes, if she was if she was pregnant, of course the autopsy will show that. And that, guys, everybody keeps talking about the autopsy results, the autopsy results. Personally, I don't think those will be released until at least someone is arrested for this, and possibly not even until trial. That's just my opinion. Rita, the autopsy was done yesterday. It was confirmed that it was Gabby's body, and the manner of death was homicide. Extra. I have asked you once already. Please do not discuss Kim Kaufman's situation in my chat. Hey, Jennifer. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know extra or inside edition show the van, and they are saying sonogram pictures can be seen laying on the ground. Not sure if it's real or anything. I'm going to write that down, and I will check on that. Okay. Hey, Crafton and Kim, how are you? That's funny, Eva. Yeah, leave your DNA on the thumbs up button, please. I would appreciate that. No sightings, Mark, that I have found of him. Potential sightings have been confirmed. No sightings have been confirmed. Parker, are you here? Thank you for being here, Parker. That means a lot to me. It really does. Thank you to everyone for being here. It means a lot to me. Guys, I wish everyone could realize we are stronger together than we are fighting. Okay? We're stronger together. Heather, from what I understand and what I found, what I was reading yesterday, um, it was a combination. The FBI asked them to wait, and the family wanted to wait until they got her home. They're taking her to her body is released, she will be taken to New York. Yes, we are all stronger together. Fighting gets no one anywhere. We're stronger together. Parker, do you have your Capri Sun ready this morning? Or is it still too early? Many people say that camping ground tag instructions is not an ultrasound, but I could be wrong. Lonnie, I'm going to check on that, okay? Because that's what I'm wondering if it was some type of when hey, the cat, how are you? Hey, Dragonfly. For those of you that don't know, when you go camping, my family camps. When you go camping in a park like that, you're given a tag, you're given a receipt, and you're given a tag to put on your vehicle to show that you have paid for your, so many nights or whatever. And so that could have been a tag of that just fell off their vehicle laying on the ground. My parents have always had a motor home or a camper. We own a fifth wheel, and you always get something to put on your vehicle to show that you've paid for your the time that you're going to be there. Kind of like when you go stay in a hotel and they give you the thing to put in your vehicle to show that you're a guest there. Same concept. Yes, my niece is my sons are 21 and 24. My niece is 25. My nephew is 22. This case literally rips my heart out. I cannot imagine. Thank you, the cat. That's right, guys. Leave your DNA on that thumbs up. Come on, leave that DNA on the thumbs up. We've got 60 people in here. Let's show some love. Hit that thumbs up. I can't imagine. Guys, one time my son was at one of his friends. I told this story the other night, but one time one of my friends was at my son was at one of his friends' house, and I had it in service there is kind of spotty anyway. So I had texted, I had called, I had texted, I had called, and I couldn't get him. I sent him a text message. I said, "You have 5 minutes to get in touch with your family, uh, or I'll send the police looking for you." Especially including watching Natasha in the live streams. Yeah. Yes. Please remember self care. This case is affecting a lot of people. It's bringing out a lot of emotions. And yeah. I don't have my COVID results back yet. That hopefully they'll be back today. I hope they find Brian too. Unfortunately, I'm afraid they're going to find Brian deceased. That's just my thought. Don't come for me, please. Please don't come for me. That's just my thought, my gut feeling. Things are not going to end well. Or I have two thoughts. Things are not going to end well, or he's going to die by suicide by cop. Christine, I couldn't go to church Sunday. I was sick, and of course I'm quarantined. I like when I'm upset about things or things are bothering me. Hey Kim, how are you? Mm, no, there's no new developments on him that I have saw. None that I saw. They are still searching for him. I did read a report that there were rumors that they had arrested him, and they said no. Siren, what are you coming for right now? But yeah, I didn't get to go to church, but I prayed here at home. But I like to go to church. My husband's staff member, so I have a key to the church. So I go to the church and I go to the altar and pray. But guys, remember this: an altar can be anywhere you want it to be. I've literally prayed sitting at the red light about a situation while I was waiting on the light to turn green. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate you listening. Welcome back, Heather. Oh, breakfast, Siren, you're coming for breakfast. Guys, listen, if this is affecting you, please make sure that you're taking time for self care. You're taking time, back. Yes, extra. My mother in law did have shingles, and she's better now, though. She's a lot better. Yeah, I hope my COVID test is negative. Thank you, Mama for Kids. I appreciate that. Red Kim, I'm baffled that the media isn't doing more too. I'm wondering if the FBI has told the media, to dial it back some. Yes, you can call upon the Lord wherever you're at. You do not have to be sitting inside the church. That's the same way, people holler, go to church, go to church, go to church. Now, my father in law is a pastor, my husband's a youth minister. You can worship God wherever you're at. During COVID, when we couldn't go to church and our church was shut down, we had church at our house. You can have a relationship with God wherever you're at. And no two people's relationships with God are the same. Let's just say, put that out there. Yes, like Mo is saying, if you need to step away from the case for self care, step away from the case. Take time. But no two people's relationships with God are the same. No two people's needs are the same. No two people's desires are the same. Hey, Hojabeck, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Um, I just think that you can have church wherever you're at. The Bible says that where two or more are gathered. During COVID, my husband and my two sons were right here in our house worshiping God. And I'm sorry if, amen, sire. That's what I'm saying. The Bible says that where two or more are gathered, where two or more people are gathered in his name, he will be there. Thank you, Mama, for kids. I appreciate that. Guys, some of your faces are new. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Please. Without sounding like I'm begging for subs. But I mean, I'm just asking if you haven't subscribed, please consider. Heather, I'm in Tennessee. I was born and raised here. I still live in the same city that I was born in. I literally used to work in the hospital that I was born in. Lonnie, that's the case with a lot of people. It's giving flashbacks. Please be sure and protect yourself. Take a step back if you need to, and it's okay. Yeah, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you get notifications of when I go live. I'm working on learning how to do videos so that I can put some videos out too. Heather, that's funny. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, sometimes like when I call for like business calls and stuff like that, they'll say, "Hold on a minute, repeat that. I just want to hear your accent." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm just trying to take care of a business affair. I'm not trying to display my voice right now." Hey, Daniel, nice to see you here. Yeah, I find church comforting too. But also, guys, at my church right now, we don't shake hands, we don't hug each other, nothing like that. We haven't went back to any of that. Heather, and that's happening to a lot of people. It's triggering their PTSD, and they're having to take a step back. Oh, Mo, I do. If you could hear me in person, I have a southern accent. Yeah, and Heather, you're saying that with the Chris Watts case, when I started looking, watching it and stuff, I had to take a step back because I started having nightmares. I was watching the videos, YouTube videos, as my way to help me go to sleep. And I had to take a step back and stop doing that because um, it gave me nightmares. It did. Gave me nightmares. So I had to take a step back. And there's nothing wrong with having to take a step back, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. Um, if you, I had rather see you take a step back and for your health and for your mental well being than for you to have a mental health crisis. So please, I beg you, if any of this is triggering for you, take that step back, okay? If you, when her autopsy report is released, if you don't think you can handle it, avoid it, okay? Avoid anything about it. Lonnie, I had to take a step back, especially when they were talking about the girls in the oil tanks. I did. I had to take a step back. Yeah, definitely. Michelle, you had a house in Morristown, Tennessee, or home in Morris. Oh, wow, I have family in Morristown. My father-in-law used to be a pastor in Dandridge. Um, Kim, no, I haven't. I haven't heard from my COVID test yet. My pastor, who also went Monday with the same symptoms, tested positive for COVID. I haven't gotten my results yet. I'm hoping that I get them today. I saw your message, Kim, and I was just about to text you. No, no news yet. And but no, I haven't. But now my pastor went to the health department. I didn't. I went to my family doctor, so maybe a little bit of delay there. I can't taste anything, Kim. I can smell, but I can't taste. My doctor told me her words were go home, quarantine yourself, take zinc, vitamin C and D, a baby aspirin, and treat yourself as if you have COVID until we prove that you don't. For those of you that don't know why the baby aspirin is 81 milligrams. There is a study that is showing that people with COVID are at increased risk for blood clots. Aspirin will thin your blood out enough to lessen the chances of you having a blood clot. So that's the deal with the baby aspirin. And I'm knocking everything off. Thank you, Crafton and Kim. I appreciate the prayers. I really do. Guys, it's been a tough month with hey Cash, it's okay. You're not late. We're just chatting. I feel a little bit better this morning, Cash. I'm still having chills and body aches. Um, but I feel a little bit better. But Lonnie, here's the thing. We're not gonna fail her. Please, before I say this, no one take offense to this, please. I am a big supporter of the police officers. I have friends who are police officers. I have friends who are in the FBI. I have friends who are in the TBI, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. I have friends who are THP. I love cops, but the Utah police officers failed Gabby. We have not and will not fail Gabby. Thank you so much, Red Kim. I appreciate that. Those cops that pulled them over and put him in a hotel and didn't protect Gabby, they failed Gabby. There had been a 911 call already placed by a third party saying that they saw Brian slapping and hitting Gabby. And then they get them pulled over. And what do? They put Brian up in a hotel room and send Gabby on her way. And Gabby has handprints on her, bruises on her arms, like where you would hold somebody just above her elbows. I'm not sure, Heather. I'm trying to figure that one out myself. But extra. You're exactly right. But if the police officers had did their job properly and not leaned toward believing him as opposed to listening to her and her body language, they would have arrested him. Gabby would have most likely called her parents, and Gabby would have been safe. That's why I say they failed her, and I will always believe that they failed her. It's a given that the person who killed her, murdered her, failed her. That's a given. But those police officers did not do their job. That's exactly right. We can only learn that, sadly, now because Gabby's case hopefully will make a difference and protect women in the future. And that's the best we can do. Keep her case out there. Maybe the police training academies will use this case as a learning tool. Maybe those police officers that had them pulled over, their superiors will use this to as a learning tool and to retrain them in this area. Because, in my opinion, Gabby put off a lot of signs as someone who was being abused and who thought her life was in danger. But I mean, it's obvious that the person who murdered her, benefit of hindsight, all they had to do was at the moment, yeah. And that's true, Siren. They did separate them, but what concerns me is the third party who made the 911 call and reported to the police that they saw him hit her. Yes, Kim, that's what I'm trying to say. That officer put his own personal life into that, and he projected it into the situation, and he didn't go into it with open eyes. Gabby did look petrified. She didn't know what to do or what to say or anything. I think she had been abused for some time. Guys, remember, okay? She had called off their engagement in July. Evidently, they already had this trip planned and decided to go on it. She had called off the engagement in July. No one has said to my knowledge why she called off the engagement. Beth, I exactly wonder that too. How the lack of emotions. I mean, just like they could care less. Bugs me. Bugs me. They do act like they hated her. And that makes me feel sorry for them that they don't know how to express their emotions properly. I know what my in-laws would be doing. My father-in-law would have my husband at the police station saying, "Tell them what you know." Yes, she was crying out for help, Lonnie. She was crying out for help. And when she realized that police officer was buying what Brian was saying, she shut down. She shut it down. And anyone that works as a public official in the medical field, anything like that, you know not to bring your personal life into to work with you. I mean, when I was practicing as a nurse, working as a nurse, there were days my husband and I may have just had a disagreement, pretty heated disagreement. But when I walked through that hospital door, that mess stayed at home. And I didn't deal with it again until I got back home. Because that could have hindered my thinking skills of taking care of my patients. My patients came first. Yeah, it's into the protect. Yeah, you do go to the ends of the earth to protect your children, but there has to come a time that you draw the line and say no more. Larry, I wondered that too. But I also heard, okay, in that 911 video, they said that they were scuffling over something, like he had her keys or he had her cell phone and wouldn't give them to her. Maybe some vehicles, especially that year model, when you buy them, they only have one key to them. Maybe he had the only key to the vehicle. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just trying to lay out possibilities of what happened. Yes, when a woman is that upset and crying like that, she has been hurt in some way. Women do not just cry and sob like that for no reason. Heather, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Crafton, I wonder that too, if she caught him uh, messaging other girls. Very possible. Very possible. And people in domestic violence situations, they do think differently. They don't think rationally. Um, they don't think rationally. They don't. Yes, he is 23 years old and it's time to man up. You know, um, codependency. Tough love is the most definitely a form of love, and you can learn and grow tremendously from it. Coddling isn't the answer. He's 23. Yes, that's exactly right, Beth. Exactly right. No, extra. You're not on your last strike for stating facts. You're on your last strike for bringing up Kim Kaufman in my chat. Kim Kaufman has issues she's dealing with legally, and I don't want her name mentioned in my chat because I don't want to be brought into that. And that's not too much to ask when it's my chat. Okay? Everyone's welcome here, but if I ask for a subject not to be brought up, there's a reason. CD. People don't understand unless you have the same situation. Exactly. You don't know unless you've been in that situation or have a family member or have seen someone in that situation. You don't know. Her dad said on Dr. Phil that she wasn't OCD and wasn't diagnosed, that she used the term in a generic way as a way to explain why she was organized and tidy, but definitely not OCD. You're welcome, Extra. That's the reason I don't want her name brought up in here. It's no disrespect to Kim Kaufman. Kim Kaufman wants to come into this chat. She's more than welcome. But I know Kim has asked for certain things not to be discussed on YouTube, and I'm trying to respect that. All right, guys. My We've been on for like an hour and 42 minutes now. My throat is really going, and I'm going to go and rest it, take my meds, and I will talk to you guys in just a little bit, okay? I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Wait. Domestic violence isn't a thing that happens overnight. Abusers don't work that way. Exactly. They have to groom you for it. Heather is exactly right. Thank you, Crafton and Kim. Thank you so much. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. Thank you, Annie. I'll let you all know when I get the test results. My doctor opens at 9, and I'm going to call them to see if they have the results in yet. But yeah, but I will let you all know when I get the results back. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.